Fala galerinha, que sensacional, MJFanForum aqui novamente, bichão, tô de volta aqui, inclusive aqui ainda no cenário, né, porém, você tá vendo que tá meio que balançando, é porque eu tô pelo celular, certo, bichão, porque eu não quero destoar esse tema desse vídeo que é sensacional. Na verdade, eu consegui uma videochamada, eu chamo de live, mas foi uma videochamada, eu e ele, com um contato internacional direto ligado de Michael Jackson, né? Sensacional nosso papo, muito bacana. Eu tava tremendo na base, embora vocês não vão me ver por conta de que a gente tava numa videochamada, porém só o aplicativo que a gente selecionou só gravou, infelizmente, a câmera dele. Ou felizmente, no caso, né? Porque pelo menos não gravou só eu. Mas vocês vão me ouvir perfeitamente, tá tudo legendado bonitinho e foi sensacional, né? Sem palavras, bicho, eu poder conversar cara a cara aí, exclusivamente com ele, né? Já deixem seu like, se inscrevam, porque, ó, não vai parar por aqui não, viu, bichão? Tem contato bom pra caramba aí que a gente vai conversar. Não tem imitador não, bicho, só aqui, ó. Esse aqui que tem, bicho. Espero que gostem e fiquem agora comigo e com ele, Lavelle Smith.
Hello, Daniel.
Hello, Lavelle. Oh, such an amazing thing to see you, to talk to you. I don't know if you remember me.
I do, of course. The minute I saw your face, I was like, I know him. I know that face.
First of all, thank you again for finding time. I know you're very busy. You work a
No
lot.
problem.
Read about you a lot since I met you that day, and even before that. And I was thinking, how did you start? I mean, it's a very usual question. I think they ask you a lot when you
Yeah.
want to fans.
Oh, it's a I when I was younger, I always wanted to dance, always,
Yeah.
from very little, But at that time, and maybe now, dancing is not a profession. It's not a job. Go to college, get a real
Yeah.
job. But I went to performing arts school. I went to a school for children when I was 13, and I wanted to be an actor. I didn't want to be a dancer, but I auditioned for the acting and the dancing. Acting, they say no. As for dance, they said yes. So I said, okay, I'll dance. So I went, and then I fell in love. I fell in love with it.
Oh, what, it was by chance.
Yeah. I was 13. Yeah. Taking ballet, jazz, Monterey dance. And before that, I was studied the violin, the violin.
Mm.
Then also I studied gymnastics and tennis and diving and piano and clarinet.
Wow.
Dance was the last one. My parents said, we're not paying for any more lessons. If dance doesn't work, we don't care. We don't care.
It worked. It worked really well.
It worked. It worked. Thank God it worked.
Back in 82, late 82, when Thriller was released, and you were
in
not
high
working.
school.
Yeah. How it was for you?
I was in high school, and I wasn't a Michael Jackson fan. I was a hardcore Prince fan.
Wow.
And but I come home from school one day and I hear a song on in my sister's bedroom. She's playing this song really loud, and it's Beat It. And so I knock on her door and I say, who's that? She's like, it's Michael Jackson. I'm like, no, that's not Michael Jackson. And so she gives me in those days it was cassette. She gave me the cassette, but that was my introduction to Michael Jackson. So
it's interesting because your sister was listening to Beat It, but at that time, I believe you had a vision about Michael Jackson that was more into disco music, more like off the wall,
Yeah,
don't stop to get enough.
when we were small children, my mom would take us to see the Jackson 5 concerts. They would come to Kentucky a lot.
Oh.
So we would go, and we would always go see. The first time I think I was 4 or 5 years old.
Wow.
And we go, and then we kept going. And then when I maybe was 12, I didn't want to go to the Jackson concerts anymore. And so I wanted to see Prince. So I went to Prince at 13. I went to a Prince concert, my first Prince concert. And yeah, but I was a Prince fan. But as I got to hear more of the Thriller album, I was like, wow, this is amazing. Every song was amazing to me.
Wow. It's a funny thing. You were watching him as a kid in the Jackson 5, and then in the future you you were by his side dancing.
It's crazy.
Amazing,
It's crazy.
man, amazing. Since you're talking about Prince, I wasn't thinking about asking that question, but how it was for Michael? It was a personal thing for him, or more like a media thing about him against Prince, all that
Yeah, I think it's more media than anything. But I do know, I think the original Scream was written for Prince and Michael Jackson, I think. The original
Wow.
song Scream, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was written for Michael and Prince. But media takes everything and makes it bigger,
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
good for record sales. It's good. It works for everybody. It works for the media and it works for the artists. It works.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of stories about him and Prince. Some
I,
some
I've heard some
producers.
I've heard some very
Yeah.
strange stories too. I don't know what to believe. Yeah.
Then in '82 you got to know Michael as the big star, global guy that was rocking the world, taking the world by the storm. And then in '87 it was when you started working with him.
I think it was 86. It was a Smooth Criminal long film. I think it was 86 because the Bad Tour, we were in Japan by 87. We were already in Japan.
Yeah.
But we shot Smooth Criminal in 86. I think it was released in 87.
Yeah.
Then we did The Way You Make Me Feel and then went to Japan. But yeah, 86. Yeah, I was very new to LA when I auditioned for Smooth Criminal.
I read a sentence by you. I don't know if it's true. You say that in LA, it didn't matter if you were black, if you were a black dancer. I don't know if it's by that sentence.
No, I think they must have translated it wrong because it mattered very much. In LA, they would hire mostly white dancers and they would take maybe one black girl, one black boy, and that was it.
Oh, that's too bad because
Yeah.
the black dancers are the best dancers that in the
Yeah,
world.
I mean, I think there's great dancers in every color. And that's why I think when I work with artists and especially Michael, it was important to me to show every race, as many races as I could find that were
Yeah,
talented, because every kid wants to look at the screen, at the TV, and see somebody that looks like them. It
true.
inspires them.
Yeah,
So I try to do that with every job. Everybody, I don't care what color, but be talented. But I want the whole world should be represented as much as
that's true.
possible.
That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember anything about those shootings? We don't have
I always
much to.
remember shooting with Michael was always very long process because he was a perfectionist. So you do it again and again and again and again. Smooth Criminal was wonderful because it was on a very historical soundstage in California where they shot Gone with the Wind, the movie,
Wow.
classic
Mhm.
movie. And so it was cool to be there, but also it was a long process, maybe 3 months of shooting. We had to reshoot some things because the lighting didn't match perfectly. So Michael said, well, we have to reshoot everything. So it made the shoot very long. That was Smooth Criminal. And for The Way You Make Me Feel, I remember The Way You Make Me Feel was really special because it was long. It was all day and all night for 2 days. And on the
Yeah.
final day, we were told, bring your luggage to the shoot because
Wow.
you're going to be going from the video shoot to the airport to go to Japan. So it was crazy.
Wow. Right after the shooting of The Way You Make Me Feel, you guys went to Japan to start the bed tour.
Yeah, we had been
Wow.
rehearsing for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. I think everybody had 2 days off except me and Eddie. We shot the video with Michael,
Yeah.
The Way You Make Me Feel. Yeah.
Wow. And there are others videos that you work with Michael.
Oh, I worked, I can't think of all of them, but I'll try. One More Chance?
One More Chance, it was released posthumously. Yeah.
Yeah. We were in Vegas in the desert all night.
Okay. Wow.
But what other ones?
For the Dangerous album.
Dangerous, all the award shows, yeah, Dangerous, of course. We've done Dangerous. He loved that. And that was such an honor for me because he loved it. That was one of his favorite things.
Yeah. I was about to ask you about the Dangerous choreography because it kept changing from 93 to 95 to 99, 2002. It was his ideas to keep on changing the steps.
Yeah, well, Michael looked at Dangerous. He always said to me, Dangerous is like a diamond. And you have to keep polishing it, polish to make it shine. So the changes were not because he didn't like it, but because he wanted it to grow.
Yeah. You were there at 99. I don't remember if I see you when
Yes.
Michael Jackson Friends.
Yes, yes. I had hurt my knees, so I'm the guy that he punches in the very beginning of the number, and then they dragged me off stage.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd hurt my knee. My knee was so bad, and I couldn't. There's no way I could do Dangerous.
Oh, too
So
bad.
he said, I have an idea, Lavelle. How about you have a gun, and then I hit you, and then you fall, and they drag you off stage, and so that's what we did.
Amazing idea.
I hated that. It was very difficult for me to be standing on the stage watching everybody else do Dangerous. It was very difficult. I didn't like it.
I can imagine it. Yeah, I understand you were the main choreographer, the key choreographer for Ghosts back in 96.
Yeah.
There was an older version of Ghosts called Is This Scary? I don't know if you recognize
Right,
back
of course,
in 93.
of course, right.
Were you involved in that?
No. Is it scary? Oh yeah, well the whole thing, the whole Ghost film, yes.
The Addams Family movie.
Yeah, all right, that's right. I remember that. You know more than I do. Yeah, you know a lot. Yeah, I mean that's how I am. I just all my stuff with Michael. People have to tell me what date, what year. To me, it's one long, beautiful story.
Yeah.
I don't know the dates and I don't know the month.
Yeah, no, it's okay. The fans are crazy
thank
about
God
the details.
I have people in my life that they know these things, so I don't have to worry. Yeah, I never know. It's one continuous story.
What can you tell me about Ghosts? I understand you were the main choreographer. There are videos of you.
Yeah, it was
studying.
nice. It was nice. It was nice to collaborate with Michael and other choreographers. It was fun, but it was a hard job. And so we kept talking, and he said, I want to do this film, and I need you to get some dancers together today because they have to start making costumes. So when he talked to me that early morning call, it moved very fast. And we started rehearsing almost right away.
Wow. It was such an amazing piece. I mean, some people like to compare to Thriller, but I think Ghosts is, I don't know, it's
Thriller, yeah, Thriller's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
But he did say to me that he wanted it to be better than Thriller, which is it's like a hard thing. But for inspiration,
yeah,
we use the trying to be better than Thriller motif.
I think it was the longest music video. I don't know.
There's many pieces. I think you're right.
And it's funny because it shows a lot of different steps, like stomping the ground.
Yeah, there were so many details. The dust, the smoke, and just the sound effects, the little details of the fingernail. I mean, it was amazing. It was hard to shoot because directors sometimes don't want to do the details, the small shots, but Michael insisted. Like I said, we have to get those shots. So we got them.
Michael, he told in 99 for MTV that he wasn't totally satisfied about the Thriller video. Did he say something to you about?
Yes. He told me that too. That's why he wanted Ghost to make sure he got what he wanted. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah. Michael is such a perfectionist.
It is amazing because Thriller's so amazing. So to us, to me and you, it's fine.
That's so crazy.
Beautiful. It's not fine. It's beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
That's the work of art.
Then you ended the Bad Tour in '89, I believe, in the US, right? I think the last show was in the United States. And then
I don't remember where, but yeah. Oh, maybe LA. Probably LA.
LA, yeah. And then you kept in touch with Michael through the 99 and 91.
Here and there I did. But I went from Bad Tour, I think, almost immediately. Maybe Rhythm Nation started soon, or Rolling Stones. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think Rolling Stones.
Like for the tour, Steel Wheels tour, and for that album, I think I did 3 or 4 videos with Mick and the guys. And then for Voodoo Lounge, I just danced around with Mick. I didn't choreograph anything. I just danced, worked him out for dancing and keep it in shape. But I love Mick Jagger. He's awesome. State of Shock is one of my favorite songs. State of Shock.
Wow.
I think he did Beast of Burden with Tina Turner. I love that song. Beast of Burden.
Wow.
I mean, Mick Jagger's a legend. That's I love it. It's amazing when two legends get together. You know,
Wow. Yeah.
it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
I think you're a dance genius. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
That's
I
true.
love that, but no,
That's true, man.
no. I have so much more to, what I think is that I love it. I love it. I'm able to open my soul and give myself to the dance or to the choreography.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that I'm just a body. I think all my talent is from God. It's not from
Yeah.
me. So it's a gift, and I try to be generous.
And
Yeah, but I don't know about genius. I'm just very thankful. My talent comes from God, and I just try to be the best I can be, learn as much as I can, and then share it with other people.
that's so nice of you. But in 2003, Michael said that a dancer should not count the steps.
Yeah, and I'm having it's funny because that's something I learned from him, and I agree. I agree. I agree. But some dancers can need the counts, so you have to be able to do both. With Michael, I forget about the counts. I just, and Beyonce, most people I don't count. But next week I start working with the Louisville Ballet, and ballet dancers love counts.
Love counts.
So now I'm back to, okay, now we have to count again, which is fine for me. It's fine. But I understand what Michael's problem was. He never wanted people to look like they were counting in their head.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you need to count, that's fine. Just don't let it show on your face.
Yeah. It looks mechanical.
But he did not like to count. Yeah. I remember for the way you make me feel, it wasn't, I had to count him in every time because it was his song, but he couldn't tell when to start. So before we do the dance break, he said, Lavelle, tell me when it starts. Like, don't worry, I'll tell you. So I would go like this. 5, so they won't see my mouth. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Yeah.
Such an amazing
I had
story.
to count every time. And every time I had to say to myself, oh, I hope I'm right. But it worked out.
I hope I'm right.
I hope I'm right.
That's amazing. Then I was in 90, 91, 92. It starts the Dangerous Tour. And then it sadly got cut off because of those allegations. And
Oh, right. Yes. So I don't know if it's good or bad, but with me, I never paid attention to that stuff.
yeah.
I really didn't pay attention to it.
But do you
I
think
don't
that
know why.
Michael was different in some kind of way? He was more, I don't know.
I think oops, I'm sorry. I think it really hurt his feeling. It hurt, when I think it would hurt anyone if somebody said that you abused them. But I think
Yeah.
it really hurt his feeling, especially if you think someone's a friend or friends to the family, you're a friend to the family, I don't know, it just would hurt.
And when do you think, Lavelle, it went from a professional relationship to a friendship?
I think it became a friendship organically. I can't pick a moment. It just happened. It happened naturally.
Wow.
And I think one day we were talking about something. I don't remember what exactly, but I said something like, well, you're my boss. And he's like, Lavelle, you're my friend. And that's when I remember, it was at the ranch that he said it. I don't remember what year, but
Wow.
that's when I realized, okay, you know what? I guess we are friends. We talk about everything. We talk about life and love and everything. So this is what you do with friends. But
Yeah.
I didn't think about it until I said to him, well, you're my boss. He's like, Lavelle, we're friends. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess we are. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Michael was such a kind soul. You always say that he was such a kind soul.
Very
Yeah.
gentle spirit. And the beautiful thing about people who have gentle spirits, it they're so kind and loving, but they're also very smart. And most times they don't take BS from anybody.
Yeah.
Don't mess with them.
Yeah.
Don't
That's
push
true.
them. Don't think because I'm kind, I'm weak, because it's the opposite. So
Yeah. And Michael
yeah,
was very strong, very resilient.
very strong, very strong. But yes, I love how he tried to always show kindness to anybody, everybody. Yeah. I try to do that too.
And Michael was, they tried to portray Michael as I don't know, a naive kind of guy. I don't know if it's true to some extent, but no.
Honestly, I remember that. No, there's no way. Michael started in show business at a very young age.
Yeah.
So when you're around grown-ups and you're a child, you learn things very fast. So I don't think he was naive at all. No, not naive. Naive to me is negative. If you're naive, it kind of implies that
People try to take
that
advantage.
you don't understand everything. But yeah, naive is the wrong word. I just like what you said. He has a gentle spirit. He's a kind man. That's all. Yeah.
I know you worked together with Michael in the world tours, but when there was no ceremonial award, there was no choreography to be created. You stay in touch with Michael? Did you talk?
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, but not like every day, like you know how you talk to some people every day or every month. No, you would get the occasional. His office would reach out to me or whatever. But yeah, just to
That,
check in and to see how see how things are. Yeah, sure. But
because
not like every day or every month. But yeah.
did you talk to him
But
when?
what I was surprised by um after the tour, I would start working with other artists and and he would always know every single job that I had done. I don't know how. There's many ways, I guess. With social media, it'd be very easy now, but
Yeah.
this is in the 90s. He would know every artist, every video I did, who and where I shot it, where. And I was like, how did you, in my mind, I'm thinking, how does he know this stuff? But he knew.
That's very funny.
Yeah, he would tell me. He would say, so how was it working with Mick? Or how was it working with Beyonce? Or how was it working with, In Vogue or whatever? I was like, how do you know that? Yeah.
He was very updated, always updated.
Yeah, a very smart man. Very smart.
And so after, do you remember something, I don't know, comes to your mind, something about the tour, some funny thing that happened, some curiosity you have about the
Gosh.
tours?
Touring is a beautiful thing. Michael didn't like the tour. I like the tour. It's a you get to see the world. You get to see all Michael Jackson fans, different languages, cities, countries with different customs, different food. And the thing that is always the same is they love Michael and they scream and have fun and they know the words to the songs. No matter what country, no what language, they know the English words to Michael's songs. And I thought that was
That's
just
crazy.
amazing.
That's crazy.
But I loved it. I mean, no, yeah, it's great. It's beautiful to look out there and, it just, I think it's something that I think made him feel good because no matter what country, they were screaming his name and holding up signs and singing the songs and lighting their lighters and
Yeah.
singing with him. And I know he loved that. But there were many funny times. I mean, I remember being in Russia and it just rained. It just kept raining. So Michael said, okay, we're not going to stop the show. We're going to keep doing the show, but don't change your costumes and watch out for the water on the stage. And then it rained, but then the rain turned into little pieces of snow.
Wow.
It was crazy.
Wow. I remember that there's a video of him in gym sliding through the stage.
Yes, exactly. And pointing for somebody to come and wipe up that air.
Yeah.
Yes, that happened many times. But Russia was the worst one. Yeah, it was really bad weather. But it did
Wow.
not stop the show. It did not stop the show. We kept going.
It's crazy to think that a lot of equipment, I mean, microphones and wow, raining.
Yeah.
That's
But remember for tour, I mean, I think for all three tours that I did, there was more than one stage. There's maybe 2 or 3 stages. So
yeah.
so there's always more than one of everything. But yeah,
It's
it was
safer than I
it was a
thought.
big tour. Yeah.
In the 2000s, you stay in touch with Michael. I mean, because he was not much in the music business at that time.
Yeah, well, in 2008, I spent 6 months with Michael in Vegas
Wow, 2008.
seeing show. It was right before we were putting. He wanted to do a new show. It wasn't called This Is It. There was no name yet. But we spent 6 months just coming up with ideas and trying different steps and seeing different shows, trying to be
Wow.
inspired.
Las Vegas.
Um, yeah, yeah. And there's some other stuff I did. I did the World Music Awards with him. Chris Brown did Thriller, um, the World Music Awards. So yeah, there's many times that, like I said, we shot a couple of videos in Vegas. Um, yeah, there's just different times that we would see each other. But I think Vegas was the longest time, 6 months
Wow, that's
in
cool.
Vegas.
2008, could never imagine
Yeah,
it.
right before, yeah. And then he just was getting ideas. He taught me how to twirl guns because I couldn't really do it. I still am really bad. But yeah, just coming up with different ideas.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
man. Wow, 2008. There are some documentaries and, he wasn't feeling
He wasn't
comfortable.
excited about doing This Is
Yeah,
It. No, I think the reason he wanted to do it so his kids could see him perform because they
yeah,
only could see the videos and the DVDs, but to see him live, that's one reason. But yeah, and I think that you got to work. If you have
yeah.
children and responsibilities, you have to work.
There's a
You have to.
there's a documentary called Searching for Neverland, which I subtitled. I created subtitles, and
I haven't seen it. What's it about?
it was a Lifetime show, 2017, I think. It was based on that book by the security guys.
Oh, okay. I have to check it out.
It's crazy. It's
Searching,
very
searching,
good.
searching for
Searching
Neverland.
for Neverland. He says people are the expectations are very high. I can't do that anymore. I can't dance like crazy and sweat all over the stage. But I don't know if it's true. Michael would
Well,
say
I
that.
just I just remember him saying to me in 2009, before rehearsal started for This Is It. I was in LA with him, obviously, and he said to me, Lavelle, I think they're trying to kill me. He's like, this is impossible,
Yeah.
all these dates, and they keep adding more and more. I think they're trying to kill you. And I was like, I don't think they're trying to kill you.
Wow.
But I understood when he explained it to me, I understood what he meant. I mean, the schedule kept growing, which means more responsibility for him, more dancing, and a
Yeah.
longer time, a longer tour. And so I think that was a bit frightening to, because Michael, he understood his age. In my opinion, he would have been fine. I mean, the man could still dance.
Yeah.
It was going to be fine. But
Wow.
I could understand him thinking, can I do this? But in my heart, in my mind, I thought, he was going to be fine. I thought there's always a way to make it work. Less
Yeah.
song, different songs on different days, or like you say, more days in between shows. There's always a way to make it work.
So to what extent were you involved in This Is It? You were called to do This Is It? No.
That was it. I pretty much just worked with him a little bit before it was over, and then people came in. They got rid of me, Kevin, Jennifer, whoever they could get rid of, and and then yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such
That's
a
bad.
shame. It took me about 6 years, but yeah, it took me a long time to be able to watch This Is It, and then when like 4 or 5 years, and then when I watched it, I didn't recognize Michael. It wasn't like looking at it wasn't the same
Yeah.
Michael. He didn't seem happy. It just wasn't. It wasn't right. So
People try to defend. They always say that Michael wasn't okay. He was sick. He was too skinny. He couldn't perform. I've read somewhere that he was feeling hot and then feeling cold at the same time. He was always wearing jackets. I don't know if any of this is true, but it's
well,
sad in some kind of
it's
way.
really sad because it didn't have to happen. But I really didn't recognize when I was watching. I didn't know who that was. It was just weird. Just
Wow.
weird. Yeah.
And
And it's so sad that is like, I hope not. I hope he won't be remembered for the tour that never happened because he did so much before This Is It. There's so much
yeah,
legacy and history and beautiful, amazing things. but that's the one thing that was the last thing. So it's kind of what people think about when they think of Michael Jackson now. And I hope that goes away.
When I meet new fans, and they
'Cause
always
I don't know
they
what
don't
that
remember This Is It. Yeah,
good,
they
good.
remember
'Cause
the moonwalk.
that's a bad dream. That's a
Yeah,
nightmare. It's a nightmare. And and so it's better to think about the beautiful dream he left us with all the videos and the
wow.
music and work with his brothers, solo stuff. There's so much more he did.
I don't know why he never did an acoustic video. I think it's called.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I don't know. I don't know why, because he could. I mean, at Neverland, when we would be working, maybe we take a break from dancing. He would sing stuff. He would sing songs. Sometimes not his songs. He would sing songs like Elton John's song "Yellow Brick Road."
oh.
Um, just other people's songs. He would sing them. Just you know how you sing to yourself.
Yeah,
And I would say, "Oh my gosh, I love that song. Sing it again." And he would sing it again. But he would just sing. He could do. I mean, he could have done a beautiful. And I think that's something he would have done with the right atmosphere, with the right guitar player, with the right people.
yeah,
He would have done it because he could do that. It's intimate, it's close, it's private. You feel close to him.
yeah,
It's just it would be his voice and a guitar or a piano. Brilliant.
yeah.
I wish we had that.
Yeah, I feel that he didn't know. I think I don't know if I'm right, but he thought that he always have to dance. He always have to perform. And it's not true.
Well,
I mean, the
I don't
fans
know.
would
I don't
always
know if
love
he
to see him.
I think because he loved dance and dance is such a big part of his music, I think that he just wanted to dance. So,
Yeah,
but still, you can do an acoustic and stand. You can stand. You can still stand and dance with
wow.
acoustic.
It could be.
That would have been brilliant.
Yeah,
Michael with a microphone, standing behind a microphone with a guitar player or a piano player and
wow.
just singing and dancing. That would have been brilliant.
It would have
It's
been
what, you
wow.
know, it's, yeah, that would have been classic.
Amazing, classic. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
We keep on imagining some
I
slow
know.
songs. I know The Lady in My Life, Butterflies,
I love that. There's so
songs.
many. There's so many
Yeah,
beautiful slow songs.
wow.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Lavelle, what do you think about you lived the 80s, the 90s, the songs from today? Nowadays, they lost that kind of emotion. I don't know if I'm.
You know, I think what I kind of noticed is that there's so many new songs today that it's like it, they're very popular for one moment and then they disappear. But yeah, it's like you know in the bathroom when you have the paper and you wash your hands and you clean your hands. That's what the songs are. They're really popular for one moment today and then they're gone.
They're
There's
gone.
not
Yeah,
many classic songs being born at this
yeah,
time. There are
that's
some
true.
classic songs being born. There are some, but not a lot.
Not a lot. The mainstream artists, I don't know if they're not quite as good as they were in the 80s, in my opinion. I mean,
Mm.
we had
Huh.
such amazing artists: Stevie Wonder, Cyndi Lauper, Tina Turner, and Lionel Richie, Michael, I, don't-
Well,
I,
that's true. You're
Temptation.
right. I love the 80s too. But yeah, I think you're right. It's just different now. It's not bad or good, but it's just there's so much music and music is really easy now. 24 hours, we can just push a button on our phone and hear music.
Yeah, I believe that
And that's a good thing,
that's a good
but
thing.
it
Yeah,
should be good music. But it should be good
but
music. Because
that's
for me, I find myself listening to old music more.
yeah.
I don't, at the gym or just relaxing, I don't listen to pop 40 or top 10. I usually
Me
listen
neither.
to
Me
something
neither.
older,
Yeah,
older music. Mm.
I think
Aretha Franklin, Dionne Warwick, Diana Ross. I listen to old stuff, and the classic stuff. Rolling Stones. I don't go to the top 10 Billboard and say, oh, I'm going to listen.
no.
I just don't. There's nothing,
There's nothing there. There's
there.
nothing there.
There's nothing there. There really isn't because sometimes at the gym you want a good song to get you going for the gym. So you'll go to
Yeah.
Billboard and see what's hot. And then you're like, okay. No. Then you go back to something classic. But like,
Yeah.
yeah, there's a group that I really love called 21 Pilots. And
out.
to
Yeah.
me, they're underrated. They're brilliant. They're brilliant musicians and they're brilliant songwriters. And I wish there were more people like more artists like them now because they're so I love their music. And I think if we had more people like that, but I'm listening right now to their music from 5 years ago. And to me, it's just it's amazing.
It's great. Yeah. My wife, she's crazy. She's an MJ fan as much as I
There she
am,
is.
but
Awesome.
she's crazy. She's also crazy about Beyonce.
I
And she
love
would
Beyonce.
kill me if I didn't ask you about her or
Oh, you
something
can
about.
ask me. That's she's like a female Michael Jackson to me.
That's true. It is it?
She
I mean,
works. She works so hard, and she's nice. It's not fake Hollywood nice. It's not that.
wow,
It's real. It's real, which is very rare for somebody who's
very
really
rare. Yeah.
talented and successful to be really genuinely. But she is a Texas girl. I think her parents or her mother at least is from Louisiana. So they're Southern folks. They're Southern people with good hearts. And
Wow.
it just comes, I think it comes through in her personality, definitely. She's funny, like Michael was funny, can make you laugh without really trying. But talented, really, really
Yeah. Wow.
talented. And she works at it. It's not like,
Okay. Yeah.
works at it. Like a Michael. It's like that kind of, let's do it
Yeah.
again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. You love that. I mean, you got as a choreographer, you love that. That's what you want.
You worked with her for Crazy in Love.
Crazy in Love, check up on it. Naughty Boy with Usher.
A Naughty Boy. Yeah, I didn't know that.
A Destiny's Child. The final Destiny's Child album. I worked on that with her too. I worked with Beyonce, Michelle, and Kelly. Amazing girls, but really, yeah, Beyonce is special, very special.
She
And I
is.
knew it
Yeah.
from the first time I met her. The first thing I did with her was it was the pre-show for the Super Bowl. I don't remember what year. Right
Wow.
before her album, right before Crazy in Love,
Yeah.
a few months, maybe a few months or a year before. But it was Super Bowl, and Carlos Santana and her did a song on a
Yeah. I
pre-show
remember that. I
entertainment.
remember.
Yeah, so that was my first time working with her.
Wow.
And you know what? It was 5-hour rehearsal, and we took no breaks, no breaks.
Wow.
And that's when I was like, this girl is amazing. She's amazing.
Wow.
The real deal.
The real deal. You were talking about Rhythm Nation and Janet. How did you start to work with Janet? It was through Michael because you were working with Michael
No.
before.
No, I remember that Janet and her boyfriend or husband came to see the Bad Tour, and they asked me, she's doing a project. Would you like to be involved? But in Hollywood, everybody says that. I want you to do this. I want you to do this. I want you to do this. So I was like, oh, sure. Okay, sure. But they really called me, and it was Rhythm Nation. This time it was real. Yeah.
Wow.
It's amazing. Yeah, that was a fun job. I was assistant choreographer, and it was just like working with a group of your friends because, we all knew each other.
Yeah.
And during that job, everybody just became closer and closer and closer. It was really, really cool. It was a really cool moment in history.
Yeah, and the Rhythm Nation album is such an important
Yeah,
because
such good message music. I love message music.
I think
strong message music.
I think Michael would hear this album a lot to inspire him to create Dangerous, I believe.
Yeah, yeah. He loved Rhythm Nation. He thought it was excellent.
Were you satisfied about the reaction for the man behind the dance?
Oh, I don't really know I don't look at comments, good or
No.
bad, so I don't know.
Well, let me tell you that it was very positive.
Okay. Yeah, I never look, good or bad, because it's somebody's opinion, and that's good, but I don't have to care.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So yeah, I don't look at them. But I'm glad. Really, I did it for Michael. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for anybody else. It was for Michael because he's not alive to say these things. And you have people that are saying something about him. I know a totally different man. So if I know something different, I have to say something.
Yeah,
I kept waiting for somebody else to say something. And then one day I was like, well, maybe it has to be me because So I did it.
The right thing to
And
do.
I
Yeah.
felt better after I did it.
That's the right thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that if it was me that was dead and people were saying awful things about me, I think Michael would definitely step up and say something or get somebody to say something. You can't let you can't let that happen. You can't let that be okay. It's not okay to speak ill, to speak bad about a dead person.
Yeah.
Because they can't say, it makes no sense to me. In France, it's illegal, and it should be illegal everywhere.
It should be legal. Yeah. It's
It
very
should be
wrong.
illegal.
Lavelle, and we're talking about the man behind the dance. And when I posted online that I was creating the subtitle, I was translating to Portuguese
That was
here.
so nice. And thank you so much, by the way, for doing that.
It's
Because,
okay.
I mean, that was the most, the wind, you can see. That was the most important thing to me was Michael has fans every country, every language on the planet, and I want them to all hear it. So that was important. And you really helped us do that for Brazil. But then you inspired me to say, okay, I must find the Daniel in every country. I must find our dad. And we did. We found as many people. Some people would say they would send a message saying, oh, okay, I can do Swedish. I can do German. I can do Mexican, Spanish.
That's amazing.
It was great. It was beautiful. Michael's fans, like I say, if there's one thing that's positive about Michael's death for me is that the love of his fans has really been a beautiful support for me because, just to see how much they loved him makes me smile, and it takes away some of the pain of him not being here.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
His fans are the best fans in the world. He always said that, but it's true. His fans are the best fans in the world, and they're loyal and they're loving. And so that's a beautiful thing. But I think they also, they liked the video I did, Man Behind the Dance. And I'm glad they liked the documentary because it was from my heart. It was from my heart.
It's very good, very good. And then I posted online that I was translating. It wasn't ready yet. And then fans, the subscribers from my channel, they went crazy. They go, oh, Lavelle, and oh. And then
it was hard. It was a rush. It was a rush thing. So I remember that day having to make a decision to say, okay, not ready yet. I hate doing that. It's the worst thing in the world. But it was good to take a moment to make sure that it was better. So I'm glad we did it that way.
It was very good, very good. And Lavelle, my friend, he wrote a book. It's called Michael Jackson, the Idol, the Hero, and the Friend. I don't know if you can see here.
Let me see. Okay. Oh, wow. Beautiful artwork, too. That's awesome.
We're translating, so we send to you, okay, as a gift.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, it's an amazing piece because he tells about his life, but the challenges that Michael had to overcome through his life. And Marcos, the author, he draw a parallel line to what he lives and Michael lives, and that's amazing.
That's very cool.
I hope you enjoy it.
I'm sure I will.
I think we got enough of your time.
Oh, my pleasure. But thank you so much for this. I'm so glad.
No, thank you, man. When you'll be back to Brazil, man?
As soon as the disease, COVID, the pandemic, as soon as it's better, it's not good here right now. Even in America, it's bad.
Yeah.
We got back to normal for summer, the 2 months for summer. Everybody's getting normal again. But now the churches are closing again. Schools are wearing. Yeah, I think the pandemic is going bad again. So hopefully when this is figured out, I can't wait to come to Brazil again. I can't wait to travel again.
Yeah,
I missed it. I really miss it. I've made so many beautiful friends around the world. So as soon as I can go, I'm going.
Yeah, here in Brazil, it got better and then it got worse again. And
exactly. Same here.
Yeah.
Because everybody goes crazy. They're like, yay! They go crazy. And here we are now again with the mask and everything. But hopefully 2022 will be a special, amazing year. I hope. I pray.
You think you'll be back with Rodrigo?
Heck yeah! Oh, definitely. Heck yeah! I love Rodrigo, man.
He's such
He's
an
a
amazing
good
guy.
guy. He's an amazing talent. Yeah, this year, no, 2020 was supposed to be his first U.S. tour
Yeah.
at the Apollo in Florida, I think Arizona, maybe Texas. But hopefully 2022 will be the year Rodrigo Teaser and his talent comes to America. I'm really hoping
Finally, yeah.
it'll be 2022. I hope so. America needs to see him, so it will be awesome. Like, my favorite thing is that if you're a Michael Jackson fan, you're going to fall in love with him. If you've never seen Michael Jackson before, you're going to fall in love with him because it's going to be the closest you can get.
Yeah.
So either way, you're going to be happy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. It's an amazing work Rodrigo does.
He is amazing. And he works so hard.
Yeah.
He works very hard.
What's next for Lavelle? What are you up to these days?
With me, well, while the world is deciding what to do about the pandemic, I am starting next week working with my first love, which is ballet. So I'm working with the Louisville Ballet in my hometown. I'll be doing my first ballet choreography.
Wow, congratulations.
For ballet. Yeah. It's exciting. It's scary and beautiful. And I can't wait.
You got this.
Amazing dance company, young, talented people. The artistic director is from Australia. His name is Robert Curran, and he was a principal dancer with the Australian Ballet, but now he's the artistic director here. So he's so kind, and he said, Lavelle, do Lavelle. Go for it. So start next week, and I'm going to go for it.
That's so nice, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm excited. But when the world opens up again, I'll be traveling again.
And you'll be back to Brazil. I hope so.
Yeah, definitely. Are you kidding? Of course. Yes, definitely.
All right, Lavelle. So that's it. Thank you so much for
finding Daniel.
time again to talk to me.
My pleasure, man. And thank you for all your help on the documentary, Man Behind the Dance. And thank you for this moment. I hope to see you too. As soon as this pandemic is over, I'll see you.
It's okay. I'm long for it, man.
Me too.
Thank you, Lavelle.
Tell your wife hello. Take care, man.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
E aí, pomão, o que acharam, bicho? O que acharam? Foi sensacional, velho? Puta, que papo legal, né, bicho? Não só sobre Michael Jackson, mas sobre música em geral, sobre outros artistas. Pô, foi sensacional. Eu tava nervoso pra caramba, né? Tava nas nuvens falando com ele. Mas foi muito bacana, bicho. Foi sensacional. Espero que vocês tenham gostado. Como eu disse, tem outros contatos aí, tem outra galera que a gente já tá convidando. Então, aguardem, porque, né, MJFanForum padrão sempre, certo, bicho? Então, espero que tenham gostado. Não esqueçam de deixar o like pra fortalecer, né, pra eu saber que vocês gostaram. E não vai ficar só em live não, viu? Porque já tem tudo sobre gravado, já tem vídeo de curiosidade. Ih, bichão, aqui não para, MJFanForum, isso aqui não para, bichão, tá certo? Sensacional, muito obrigado a todos e a gente se vê nos próximos vídeos. Fui!